Okay, now we're going to go ahead to final number 4, Iman. If you're ready to start, then go ahead with your presentation, okay?
Good morning, everybody. I'm EMAN ELSAYED. I hope everyone is safe and healthy. I'm currently studying in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Before I start, I want to thank the judges for giving such a great effort in this competition, and I want to thank the JYC community for giving me a chance to share my honest opinions and for spreading this concept for youths all around the world and providing them with such a great opportunity to express their ideas and beliefs. Let me start by asking everybody a question. Who do you think is the most powerful human between us? It might be a baffling question, but you may elicit what I mean during my presentation. In my essay, I formed a happiness equation, which is morals leads to knowledge, knowledge leads to happiness, and lastly, happiness leads to peace. This equation depends on first changing an individual, then the community, and will eventually change the world. So in my essay, I summarized my vision into 4 main points: successful peace occurs, ethics or virtuous principles, education, and how social media presents news mostly. I believe that achieving global peace is not a wish, but a reality. It could be present reality we live in. And the evidence is the existence of peace agreements that have already occurred back in time. I found many conferences and treaties that help many countries to live peacefully without power or wars, all that they have used was negotiating and sincere desire for peace. I mentioned Egyptian President Anwar al-Sadat as one of those people that were earnest in fighting for peace. Evidently, many acts have happened like the one of Tajikistan, Ireland, and South Africa, all aimed for peace and security. While reading about every accord, I decided to watch some videos of those great people too. The way they spoke and how they addressed other people fascinated and motivated me. And I thought, what about if we applied those approaches in our daily life? This is when I came up with my vision. First and foremost, to achieve global peace, we must prepare a generation that has ethics of tolerance, forgiveness, and humility, and apply these morals in our practical life. Because if we just taught our youth these principles and we did not put them into action, then there's no need to teach them at the first place. At these ends, we will have a generation capable of negotiating and addressing people with different mental capacities, inclination, and intellectual orientation. But this generation is liable to give up on these principles when they meet other people or members of the community. This is when education comes into action. Educational environment helps this generation to consolidate these values by changing the concept of strength. The point is self-control when anger is power. Humility is power. Forgiving is power. Thus, this will make our generation adhere to morals such as tolerance, love, forgiveness, and humility, even when they're facing any kind of obstacles. Additionally, media is a double-edged weapon. We must use media to spread peace and to show youths like me and my fellow peers here that peace is real and we can make it happen. This is not a dream to achieve global peace. Yes, we might encounter some obstacles, most importantly, time. But how many wars lasted decades? And as Pierre Trudeau once said, give peace a chance has been a sensible advice. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you liked my presentation. And thank you once again for giving me a chance.
Thank you very much, Iman. That was wonderful. And may I ask Professor Wang to present you your first question, okay? Professor?
Thank you, Iman. That was wonderful. I like your statement talking about moral lead to knowledge and knowledge lead to happiness and subsequently to happiness and then to peace. Could you just explain a little bit more what you consider as the most suitable knowledge, as to serve that role as a bridging between, from so-called moral to happiness?
Yes, so education is very important in like helping morals to stick into the human. Like if you raise our children to be well educated and well spoken and know how to speak and how to negotiate with other people, this is a kind of education. You know what I mean? Like education has many branches, but what I meant in my essay that this kind of knowledge is the knowledge of how you speak and how you can negotiate with other people. Thank you.
So I think it's education empower the knowledge or to deliver knowledge, right? So is that what you're saying? Okay. Thanks.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Professor, for your question, and thank you, Iman, for your wonderful answer. Now, your second question will come from George Vanderker. Mr. Vanderker, go ahead, please.
There, I've unmuted. Iman, that was great. And I really agree with your idea about leadership. So could you give me, what would be the one quality of a leader that would make world peace more likely?
Okay, so one quality of leadership is mostly of being brave, because any kind of treaties that happened, mostly they concentrated on people that started the Peace Act. The one who started the Peace Act has much bravery, and I think that bravery is somehow connected to leadership, because they know how to lead people more and knowing how to make greater youths and kids all around the world.
I think so. And also, of course, I think a leader with good morals would also be helpful. Yes, thank you very much, Iman.
Thank you, Mr. Vanderker, for your question, and thank you, Iman, for your wonderful presentation and for sharing all your thoughts.